In this video we're gonna have a look at Playa la Arena and everything you need to know about going on holiday there. If you haven't booked yet, this is also a great opportunity for you to see if Playa la Arena is actually the right holiday destination for you or not. Also in this video, a few tips that will make your holiday even better, a few small things that can save you loads of money, and as well a couple of things to watch out for. Playa la Arena is part of a bigger resort, including Puerto de Santiago and Los Gigantes, so has many different beaches within walking distance. The beach at Playa la Arena is a very nice black sand beach. It's really quite unique. It's a little bit nestled in two small cliffs, so it stays protected from most of the strong winds in this area. There are also other small beaches in this area that are for most people within walking distance, so you might also want to have a look at these during your holiday for a little change of scenery. In the Playa la Arena area you will find some very nice hotels. I'm not gonna cover this in this video because it would make it too long. However, if you're about to book a hotel and you've already made like a pre-selection, but quickly before booking want my second opinion, do know you can always write me an email on this email address and I will be very happy to share my honest opinion with you and we can figure out together if this is actually the right hotel for you or not. Playa la Arena has a nice strip near the front of the beach where you will find most of the nightlife in the evening. But don't expect any clubbing here, it's mostly some chill bars with karaoke and live performances. Most of them are very family friendly and family oriented as well. So when you're staying in Playa la Arena, there's definitely some things you want to do nearby as well. I covered this also in another video more in detail, but there's three things I specifically quickly want to mention. Is CM Water Park is absolutely brilliant. It's one of the nicest water parks in the world, it's claimed. Actually they claim it's the nicest one. I don't know about this because I haven't been to so many water parks, but I have been to many of them in Spain, and this is definitely the nicest one I have been to, so definitely go here. It's great gardens, it's very nice, very well maintained, great rides as well. It's a great all-over experience, so definitely go to the CM Water Park. There's another water park there as well. It's cheaper, but don't go there. If you go to a water park in Tenerife, you definitely should choose the CM Water Park and just pay the few euros more. You will not regret it. From Playa la Arena, it's one of the easiest ways to get onto Mount Teide. It's the shortest and also the fastest route, so definitely go on Teide. I would not advise doing it in the daytime, but instead I would do it for the evening or the nighttime, so the sunset or the star experience. There's organized excursions for this, but you can also do this with your own car. I would definitely advise this compared to the daytime where it's just too crowded, too many people. Go in the nighttime instead, you will not regret it. One thing I would definitely advise anyone to go to Tenerife, but specifically if you go to Playa la Arena area, is to rent a car. You're kind of close by to so many beautiful beaches and nature and like unique experiences. If you're not gonna rent a car, you're just gonna get stuck a little bit. I would definitely advise you renting a car, specifically because if you rent it at the airport for the entire week, it's so cheap. It's only 10 or 15 euros. It's really a good deal. It's one of the cheapest places in Spain to rent a car. So do rent a car if you're going to Playa la Arena. If you rent a car, make sure you do it with a good company. You can find all the companies I used when traveling and found these good deals with on my website at checkedholidays.com/cars. When it comes to restaurants, you will find most of them on the main strip next to the beach. There isn't that much choice here as many of the hotels offer all-inclusive and a lot of people seem to want to choose to eat in the hotel. If you can't find what you want, you will find many more restaurants on the way to the Puerto de Santiago area. One place to check out is the Fisherman's Inn next to the Playa Chica beach. It's a little bit away from the crowds in a very nice place overlooking the Playa Chica beach. When you're traveling to the Playa la Arena, there's also three quick things I want to warn you about. When you find some kind of random flyers on the street, just don't deal with them. If they're about restaurants or bars, something is fine, but quite often they also offer free excursions, or like a cheap excursion, but basically what you're getting is a very short excursion and then a very long sales presentation you have to sit through. This is also the same with people offering you like free lottery tickets on the street. As soon as most of the time you scratch them, you have won something, but basically you have won like a small prize and you have to sit through a long sales presentation for it. So don't deal with these kind of things and you will be fine. Also, quite often when you're on the beach, people will walk up to you and offer you something for free. Most of the time this is like a free fruit sample or something, but as soon as you've taken it, you now have to buy like a full piece of fruit from them, and they're very expensive, like 8 or 12 euros for like a small watermelon or something like this. So also just stay away from these kind of things. Don't accept any free food and you will be fine when traveling to Tenerife. So Canary Islands and Tenerife in general for many years had this kind of a reputation of having cheap electronics, and this is kind of true because they have a cheaper sales tax, but it doesn't really make so much of a big difference. So if you don't have to buy anything electronic, just don't in Tenerife. There's also loads of dodgy shops who will sell you like fake brands or play tricks on your credit cards, or like wrap a package and then don't put the right item inside. So in general, I would say forget about this. If you don't need to buy electronics in Tenerife, don't buy them. So do know that Tenerife is a very nice place, but in all my videos I like to inform about the good and the bad things with the end goal of you having a better holiday. If you want to find all my videos covering Spain, Tenerife and other holiday destinations, that's about over 500 videos now. If you want to find all of them even more easy and be prepared and have a great holiday, then do know you can subscribe to the channel by simply clicking the subscribe button, and then you can find all my videos even more easy. So what is the best way for you to get to the Playa la Arena? Well, this depends a little bit. Know that the South Airport on Tenerife is the closer one, so most people will choose this option, but the North Airport really ain't that much further away, so this might be an option for you as well, because quite often, depending on the country you're traveling from, you find the cheaper flights going to the North Airport. But in this case, since most people travel to the South, I'm going to talk from the South. A bus from the South will cost you 8 euros and will get you there in about 2 hours. Why does it take so long? Well, it's because you first have to travel to Costa Adeje and from there travel onto another bus, transfer onto another bus to get you to the Playa la Arena. A better option for this reason would be to take a shuttle. This is only 2 euros more, but you don't have to transfer. They just pick you up at the airport. You will always have a guaranteed seat on the bus as well, and they will drop you off at the reception, so there's no like guessing which bus stop. So I would definitely advise this. Another option is to take a taxi. It's 60 euros in the daytime, 75 euros in the weekend or in the evening normally, and a taxi will get you there in about 40 minutes. So if you want to take the bus, what I would not advise, you can just buy the ticket on the bus. A shuttle you have to book before online, and a taxi I would advise booking before online, especially because you get a locked-in price, so no unpleasant surprises if you get stuck in traffic. But there's also a multitude of other reasons. You can find all the companies that I use while traveling on my website, checkedholidays.com/links. So when's the right time for you to be visiting the Playa la Arena? Well, know that Tenerife is basically interesting all year round, and people especially like to come here in the winter. I'm not saying the winter weather is best in Tenerife, it's hotter in summer of course, but in winter a lot of people like to come here simply because of the fact that the weather is still very nice compared to especially many of the northern Scandinavian countries. The weather is very nice here. So winter is November, December, January, February and March, and the average temperature, so average, is high around 21 degrees and low around 15 degrees, so very mild, but do know it's going to be plenty of days that's going to be hotter than 21 degrees, so very nice weather. Rain side is about 5 days a month. Most of this falls in December and January, so these are the months with the more rain, but on average it's about 5 days a month, and the sea temperature is 90 degrees, so a little bit on the fresh side, shall we call it, but still plenty good for a swim. So when is the best beach summer weather in the Playa la Arena? Well, know that the best months are May, June, July, August and September. These are by far the hottest months. The average temperatures are going to be 25 degrees on the high side, and on the low side it's going to be 19 degrees. So plenty warm, and do know there's going to be plenty of days as well that it's going to be much hotter than this, because this is just the average temperature. The rain is 1 day a month, so very little rain. You're pretty much guaranteed not to see any rain, and the sea temperature is about 22 degrees, so plenty nice to take a swim. So 2 months that aren't really summer or winter are April and October. They're a little bit of an exception. The weather is somewhere in between, but do know that together with March and November, so March, April, October, November are normally the best holiday months for going to Tenerife on a budget. If you're looking for great deals, these are normally your best months, especially if you're booking outside of the Easter holidays or any other holidays for the schools. You can find really great deals here. If you're not 100% sure if this is the right holiday destination for you, then do know you can have a look at this video where I cover all the holiday destinations in Tenerife. And if you already know that this is the right holiday destination for you, you can click here to go to the website, and there you can find a selection of the best hotels. And you can also instantly price compare them to see which one is the best one for you.